Welcome to Beauty Biz Makeover, the place for independent hairstylists and beauty pros. Today we're going to cover the 5-step process to getting clients from the Chamber of Commerce. We're going to first go over, what the Chamber of Commerce is, where or which city to apply in or join, why you should do this, how I know it works, and then the 5-step process to get there, along with some examples, on how to actually do it. Okay, with graphics and everything. And then I'm going to go over the demographics of who's actually in there, and then also why you're doing this in the first place, why it'll help your business, and basically because you utilize others' circle of influence and you become the recommended resource in the community. And I'll explain why that's important towards the end of this presentation. Okay, so let's get into it. So what is the Chamber of Commerce? And it's basically a membership organization that supports let me make this a little bit bigger real quick here. All right, so maybe you can see that a little better, but it's a membership organization, in cities that support local business members, and it has networking opportunities. So there's a national Chamber of Commerce, and there's local ones that are in each city, okay? And that's the ones that you want to join. So the city that your business resides in, like a lot of our clients are salon suite owners and renters, and then salon owners, wellness center owners, et cetera. So the city that your business resides in is where you want to join that Chamber of Commerce. And you want to make sure that it has like weekly meetings, monthly meetings, et cetera. But first off, why should you join the Chamber of Commerce? And basically is because it works. It could help build your business, okay? And how do I know it works, right? It's because I've done it, and I've been successful with it. I've been, I've had a wellness business since 1987, and I have my current business since 2001, and it actually won the Small Business of the Year in the Fullerton Chamber of Commerce in Orange County, California. I don't think you can see back here, but there's an award back here. And it's sort of like diamond shape, and it's clear, and that's the actual award. But yeah, in 2013, I was awarded the Small Business of the Year from the Chamber of Commerce. So I pretty much know what I'm talking about, and I made multiple 6 figures a year as the foundation of my marketing, and everything else was sort of built off of this. So it's very powerful if it clicks with you. There's other ways to make money as well, but this is one, and it's simple, and it doesn't require Facebook ads, Groupon specials, etc. All right, so let's get into the process of how to get there, right, and be successful, because there are steps that you need to do, and you sort of need to you want to move quickly with them, and just get going and establish yourself as a viable person to refer to, and a viable business in the community, just by showing up, right? It's by showing up. It's really, really cool. So step one is basically to join, and you want to make sure that they do regular networking events, like in-person events, and like weekly meetings, monthly mixers, and red ribbon cuttings, etc. That there's different events that you can attend and network at, and just get your name out there, your brand out there, and build your business upon. Okay, I'll have other videos on specifically how to do that, because you could ruin things right away if you do it incorrectly, and most people do, by the way. And then so you join the Chamber of Commerce, providing that it has all of this stuff. There's some that might not these days, but because of the way the world is now, but they might do more stuff online and stuff like that. That's why I say to make sure that you do have that. In the past, all the ones that I've joined, I've been a member of like 5 different ones, because I've had different businesses, in different cities. But they've all been successful, but they all had the weekly, lunch or breakfast kind of thing, and they all had a monthly mixer, and did red ribbon cuttings, etc. All right. So that being said, after you join, like that the day you join, they say, hey, we do red ribbon cuttings or whatever. Or if they don't mention that, then say, hey, do you do, if they don't mention the red ribbon cutting after you join, say, hey, can I schedule my red ribbon cutting? Because you've already checked to see if they offer them, right? So they'll pull out their calendar and you'll just schedule your red ribbon cutting then, right? And make it about 30 days out is what I would do, because you want to prepare for it and prepare for it well. All right. So it's the step 2, schedule your ribbon cutting. Step 1 was just to join the local Chamber of Commerce. Step 3 is one that people don't really think is important, but it is. It's a sort of a cliche kind of a thing, but this is the place that you would use this at. Okay. Develop a 30-second pitch. They call it an elevator pitch, etc., about your business, your brand, what you do, and why people should, go to you, kind of a thing. And I'll probably do another video on exactly how to do that. This isn't the video for that, but doing it concisely and professionally, not running on, for longer than 30 seconds, etc. Just doing it concisely within 30 seconds or less, and getting the message out there concisely. That shows that you put care into the message. That shows that you are a professional and you're on the same level as these other people are, right? As a business owner. And that's what a lot of hairstylists, beauty pros, even wellness pros, fitness pros, etc., they get intimidated sometimes because they feel like they're amongst other, high level people, which there are several high level people there, but you could do just as good a business, better, and your business is fucking needed, right? Like it's needed. It's a necessary part, of a community. A hairstylist, a beauty pro, a wellness pro, they are needed in the community. So you deserve to be there. Remember that. So you develop the 30-second, pitch. You don't run over, because a lot of people do, like in every industry, right? Bankers, etc. They'll run over, and it sort of shows like an unprofessionalism, and people really like they notice that, right? And this will be used at a like a lunch or a breakfast kind of a thing, where everybody has like 30 seconds to just introduce themselves, either before the breakfast or lunch or during it, and it's like really quick, hey, blah, 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 this and that, boom, and that person next to you, and everybody does that. And so it's like a weekly kind of a thing, right? Usually, or twice a month kind of a thing. And you go to those, and you deliver that, and you network, etc., right? So that's step 3, developing the 30-second pitch. The step 4 is creating a special first-time offer and running a discount just for chamber members, right? So create a special first-time offer for the chamber members, and running a discount just for the chamber members. And you want to have there should be 2 different offers. Number 1, okay, and they should both be discounts. Okay, so there's places to have discounts and there's places not to have discounts, and it's not like a 100% rule where you never give a discount to this person, but you can give a discount to that person, whatever, like you never give a discount to your current client. And that may not be true. Like you don't want to give discounts off your services to your clients that you already have. But if they refer somebody and you gave that referral like a little discount, then you give that same discount to your client on the next service just as a reward, so they'll do it again, right? Like there's little, like it's not 100%, it's like a 90%, 10% kind of a rule with discounts, and I'll get into that in another video as well. So I'm getting back to this. You create a special first-time offer that's that's really enticing, and just gets them in there. And even if they're what you call it, even if they're working, with somebody or something like that, you might even be able to get them in just so they could experience some, part of your service, so they could be able to refer you and actually say that they've experienced you, right? So that kind of a thing, and then the member discount. The reason you do that, is it like as an ongoing discount, like even if it's just like 10% or whatever discount off your services, it doesn't have to be something huge. Um, it's something that goes in the directory, and it gets you placed higher, and the chamber itself will recommend you more when people call the chamber, because people call the chamber, say, hey, do you know a good salon? Do you know a good gym? Do you know a good bank? Do you know a good lawyer, firm, a law firm or whatever? And they'll say, hey, and the ones that actually give the chamber discounts and actually show up to the meetings and stuff like that, they'll refer you. They'll refer you, right? It's a big deal. It's a big fucking deal, right? So having that will get you placed higher and recommended more. So step 5 is start networking, right? So you've done step 1, join. Step 2, you scheduled your red ribbon cutting. Step 3, you developed your 30-second pitch. Step 4, you created a special first-time offer and the running discount for chamber members that can be put into the physical directory and the online directory, etc. The member-only one, and then the one that's on the website facing the public, etc. So you get all that exposure, and then links back to your site. All this kind of cool stuff happens when you join, that aren't even mentioned in here. There's just so many benefits that can be had for your local business. It's super cool, and many people know about it, right? They think it's some silly kind of a thing that just like these people that want to be politicians or whatever, or just banks, or like lawyers and real estate people will be in there. But it's any local business can join and get the benefits, and I did. Literally, I won Small Business of the Year. It's super cool. So and like I said, I made multiple 6 figures per year, but this is my foundation of all my marketing, right? So step 5, you start networking. So that first 4 steps, like they happen, bam, right away, within days or a week. Like you join, you schedule your red ribbon cutting on that same day, and even before you join, you could develop your 30-second pitch and the special that you're going to give, and the first time client, the first time member special for that chamber only, and then the first time or the running discount, ongoing discount for the chamber members, right? So remember, these are business owners, etc. So that all happens literally, like before you join and the day you join, and then you start, you look in the calendar, when's the next red ribbon cutting, when's the next lunch or breakfast, and when is the next mixer, the nighttime mixer. People, could party a little bit and have some fun, right? So they usually have those once a month, and a lot of them are really fun because people put some effort and money into them because they host them, right? So networking events that you want to make sure that you know about and go to, at least at first, you go to a lot, is the weekly meetings, especially if they have breakfast meetings, right? And many of them do have the breakfast meetings because people have to go to work. Some of them are luncheons or whatever, and so if it works out with your schedule, or if you're new and your book isn't filled, then work it around this. Like if you have a lot of open slots, or like 20% of your book is open, then you're going to be able to schedule your meeting around it, the weekly meeting, into your schedule, at least for a couple of months until you start getting more busy, right? And then the monthly meeting, it's usually in the evening, 5, 6 p.m., whatever. And you should be able to attend that and just have that built into your fucking schedule too, right? So just have that, and it's very important, to be out of the gate and go to that. I would say, at least the first few months, just try to be as like on point and persistent and consistent as possible with that. Okay, and then you go to your first luncheon, and that's where they announce, or first breakfast, whatever it is. That's where they announce new members generally. They also do it online and do all that stuff, but it's not very personal. And, you don't get to actually talk and do stuff in front of people. So you attend this luncheon, and you could even before the luncheon or the breakfast, whatever it is, if you had your first weekly meeting, right? Not the monthly mixer, because they don't do that at that, but the weekly meeting, you schedule that, attend that, and that's where you're gonna introduce yourself, because they're gonna say, hey, we have one new member, two new members, whatever, and you'll even get your little plaque, your new member plaque or whatever, all that kind of stuff, and and then you just do they usually let you do a minute or more to talk about your business, but it's usually about a minute. It's instead of 30 seconds, so everybody else has 30 seconds to introduce their business, but you're either first or last, right? And on the introduction, and you have a full minute, and you just do your thing. So that's what you do then, and then you announce your red ribbon cutting coming up at that same meeting, and then you start blasting the red ribbon cutting, and you could even email different people that that you think would be good fits for you as a networking partner or whatever. You get their email from the Chamber of Commerce. You can get their contact info and stuff like that, or even just go to the member info on the website, and then contact them and say, hey, we're doing a red ribbon cutting coming up. It'd be great if you attended, blah blah blah. Here's the address and blah blah blah. It would be great to meet you, etc. And just invite people over to it. Like, get the thing packed, right? Because if you don't do that effort, then it won't happen. And I'll show you what it looks like, and to have one that's successful. Okay, because that's what I do. That's what I do with all my businesses. Okay, so you announce special offers, the member discount, and a silent auction as well. So in addition to the red ribbon cutting at that first meeting that you attend, where you're given that minute to talk about your business, you sort of talk about it and just do your 30-second spiel, and then the next 30 seconds, even minute, because they're going to be impressed with what you're doing. So let you go like maybe a little bit longer, but don't ramble on though. Like maybe like 90 seconds max. Okay, and so you want to announce the red ribbon cutting. I want you all to attend, and I'll make sure to remind you guys and everything. And they'll even, because they usually send out a list of the people that attended that meeting, so you could reach out to them and network and stuff like that. Super cool stuff they do. But you also want to announce your special offer, right? So it's like, hey, I have a first-time offer, for chamber members, with our services, where it's, where you get this or this bonus or whatever along with your service, whatever it is, and then I have an ongoing member discount, of like 10% or whatever it is, and then the silent auction. So there's, in addition, we'll go over the demographics in a second, but in addition to the business owners and et cetera, there's also like directors or executive directors of nonprofits and things like that there, and they do events, and like the YWCA or whatever. I was a big promoter of them at the Fullerton Chamber of Commerce. I actually did a bunch of events, organized a bunch of events for them, and because I specialized in women, right? So what you say, and this is how I got in contact with him, and was able to establish this and get awarded from them as well. Through their board of directors. I went to the board of directors meeting and was like, "Hey, glad to meet you. Thank you for organizing these events, and raising this money, etc." All cool stuff, right? But it all stems from that first meeting that I went to and made this announcement at, right? I said, "Hey, if for any nonprofits or organizations that are doing special events, anybody that has a silent auction where you're raising money for a cause, I will donate to it. Okay, don't hesitate or be scared to ask me. I will donate to your silent auction without question. Okay, or your nonprofit event." All right, and people will just go, "Oh my God, that's so cool of you because you just joined. You just joined. That, and I guess this is your first meeting. This is the first time they're meeting you." And they say first impressions make all the difference. So from then on, as long as you keep consistent and persistent with what I'm telling you to do, or recommending or suggesting that you do, then you can't lose, right? Because you're coming with giving. You're not telling them, "Hey, I want this from you. I want that from you. This and that." You're telling them about your services because they asked you to. And your business is a little bit, but you're not selling it hardcore. You actually let them know that they could get this special offers from you, and the discounts, the side auctions, and all kinds of stuff just for them. No, we don't do that for anybody else, just for you guys, right? And then you just continue to go to the meetings and do your stuff. And like I said, I'll do another video on how to actually do the networking, and get it right. But for your red ribbon cutting, I will go over that here, and I'll also make another video specifically for it, right? So red ribbon cutting, you prepare, you promote, you entertain, provide, and give a wow factor. Okay, so you do all of that, and it's crazy what can happen to your business. And I'll show you some pictures in just a few minutes of proof of this. Okay, so red ribbon cutting, you prepare. So that's why I say to make it like 30 days out, because you want to decide how you're going to do this. Okay, so if you have a salon suite, if you have a salon, wellness center, you have to sort of coordinate things. And if you have a salon or a wellness center, you could do it inside the salon or wellness center, right? And that's an obvious. But in the salon suite, you do the red ribbon cutting in front of your door, but the party could be in the lobby of the salon suite or whatever. You just work it out. If they have a room, like a presentation rooms, which a lot of the higher end ones do, will have like these presentation rooms and stuff like that, or meeting rooms or whatever. And you might have it in there, etc. So you want to have it in proximity to your location or directly at your location, right? And the cutting itself would actually be in front of your doors, all right. But you prepare for the event, and it's at a location. It's not some online thing, and it's not just where like boom, do that, and then okay, see you later, because that's how most people do it. Okay, I'll show you an example of that as well. But that's how most people do it. Like the pet, whatever, store, or the doctor or the veterinarian or whatever. The law. Law firms get a little more, and sometimes they do parties, sometimes not. But some people just ribbon cutting, picture with the chamber, and gone. Right, that's it. This is not how you are successful with your investment, because it's a couple $100 usually a year. It's not that much, but there is a slight investment, and then there's an investment of time, right? So you want to make those investments work. So the red ribbon cutting, you're preparing by making it an event. Okay, you want to we'll go down here. You want to provide food and beverage. Okay, and make it something that's good. Try to work something out with somebody, see if you know somebody, whatever. That's what I always did. I always check my network and who has like this kind of food, whatever thing, and whatever it was. And, we made it happen to where we had some really awesome food at an affordable price, have some, good wine that's affordable, etc., and maybe, some decent beer or whatever. And, I think we had like a pony keg or something at my Fit Life one that I'll show you. And I'm not going to show you the cake. I'll show you the ribbon cutting. And then we had a bunch of wine and regular beverages, for people under 21, and like nice, like assortment of food. And then like I would do DJ because I used to do nightclubs and stuff like that. So I would provide DJ and all kinds of stuff at mine, right? And it would make it a wow factor experience for people. Okay. And then also with the entertainment, right? You don't have to be like a circus, character doing, like the backflips or something like that. What I mean by that is like providing the DJ, or at least providing good music, background music. And so like you're not doing pumping music. You're doing like this like sort of eclectic or world kind of music, or that's cool and funky. So like some acid jazz, electro, trip hop, whatever, and have that going on, so it's sort of like behind the scenes. People can still talk and sort of like feel groovy, but like they're able to hang out, and older and younger people could sort of like jive to it. It's not some pop music that, this takes over everything, right? You have to sort of provide the right kind of music, but you do provide music. And then what I mean by games is have like these games and then have door prizes for them. Okay. So have a door prize just for anybody, right? And, just hand out like a raffle ticket. Go to Staples or whatever, get some raffle tickets and just hand out a raffle ticket and have like a door prize, and then have ways that people can get more tickets, right? Or have other prizes for these other games. And what I would do a lot of times is have like a little sheet with like these 4 check marks, right? There are these 4 squares on it, and each square would have a something to do, some activity for them to do. Like one of them would be to follow on Instagram. Other one would be to like our page on Facebook. And then another one, would be whatever it is. Like take a picture and post it on your Instagram, whatever it might be, and then they go show it to you or one of the people that's helping you with your event, or a coworker, or an employee, whatever it is, and they initial it or stamp it or whatever, like a bingo blotter kind of thing or whatever. And it's sort of like a game. They, for each time they complete something, they get another raffle ticket, or it might be where they complete all 4 of them and they actually get a little gift for that. There's a bunch of different ways to do it, but it keeps people busy, so they're not just standing around. And if there's introverts and stuff that are there that just went to support you or just went to network, but they're really introverts, like myself, then it gives them something to do, and even something to talk with the people about too, right? Others, because you're doing something in common. And then and people will actually do it. We would get those cocktail tables and stuff, just a few of them, half a dozen, whatever, from the local place, and the little things, and people would just stand at them with their drink, whatever, a little snack, and fill that stuff out. And it takes 15-20 minutes to do that. So instead of people just going in and saying, hey, Susie, Laura, hey, congratulations with your new business. All right, take a picture, whatever, and out. Like they actually sit and experience. They have fun, and they get to sort of know like the vibe that you provide and the environment that you provide and all these different things, right? And it just develops a relationship with these people that are could be valuable to your business. Okay, maybe not valuable to you, but valuable to your business. Okay. And you do develop friendships with people, because you will find some like-minded people, that do stuff that are congruent with your business. So it's super cool, right? So you do all that stuff. You do the food, the bev, the games, the music. Prepare, and then along the way you promote. So as you're doing this and scheduling all this in, and like making sure all this stuff is being done, you're promoting along the way as well. That's why you have 30 days for that. And you're have like a little little thing you make up in Canva or whatever, in some kind of software on the internet, like a little flyer and an announcement for your event, for your ribbon cutting, and you invite everybody. You invite friends, family. I mean everybody. It's your business, right? You invite every single person that's in your circle of influence, and you get them there. And you don't just have the chamber there. You have everybody there, and so it looks packed, right? And that's what, and you want them all to know about your new business, so because everybody needs your service, right? So you do all that, and then you have your red ribbon cutting, and just develop those relationships, have a lot of fun, and provide a lot of fun to a lot of other people, a memorable wow factor experience. And that just sets you off. You just went to a few meetings during that month. People got to know you. You maybe contacted, email, whatever, some people that invite them to the meeting, to it. You reconnected with friends and family and stuff to get them over to your thing as well. There's so many things that happen. Maybe there was a monthly mixer that you went to, during that 30 days, from your red ribbon cutting, all that kind of stuff. And then people see this, and they're like, wow, this person, is giving to our community, because that's what it is. And that's how they see it, right? They don't see it as you doing a party to promote your business. They see that you're giving to the community, right? You can just get your red ribbon cutting, get your photo op and out, and just throw that out to your friends and family in your own little circle of influence and take advantage of it. Or you could actually provide, some fun and food and beverage, which is so simple to do, but it just shows that you care about them, and you're doing something special inside of the community that they love. Okay. All right. So, because they truly do. That's why they're members of the chamber, etc. Because they love the community that they're in. They're sort of proud of it, and they want it to. They think it's a special place, and they want it. They want other people that are along the same lines. They want business owners that actually provide value to other people. Like if you're not that person, then you don't join this. Like the people that we work with, provide value. They're awesome. They're always trying to get better at their craft, to get better at sales and marketing, and provide value to the community that they're in, and they're very successful because of that. With very little work, they don't have to jump around like monkeys making IG reels and TikTok reels and all this kind of stuff, right? So the last thing here is to promote others. All right. So you're this is like the sort of some of the type of content that you should be promoting on social media, which is a whole other topic, right? Instead of trying to get internet famous with other salon and beauty owners and the big names in salon and beauty, try to get local famous, or provide local value to your community, and do some before and afters and all that kind of stuff, but promote others as well. Promote your events on social media, so people actually see, hey, that Susie has a real fucking business, right? Like she's a part of the chamber. That's a big deal. Oh, they're doing a red ribbon cutting. Like the director of the Chamber of Commerce is actually going to go attend this meeting, all this kind of, or attend their business and be there. And like, wow, that makes you look like a step above others, and basically in the business world, like compared to another stylist that's not doing stuff like this, that's just hanging out, that like your marketing and business skills will become a step above others, right? It's just the way it is, and that's what you want in your business. All right. So red ribbon cuttings, if they're a new business, if they have a new location, if a nonprofit's doing an event, etc., then you promote that shit on your social media, whatever it is, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and do your normal stuff, and then also, whatever social media, whatever platform of choice for your chamber, make sure you're on that as well. Even if you don't like it quite as much, you'll be able to tag them, etc. And like there are services, like we have a software where you could post from one platform, and it'll go out to all of them at once, like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, etc. And you actually save time posting all of them as opposed to just a couple, right, and doing them separately. So there's ways to actually do this and be efficient with your time, etc. But that's content for social media that will provide value to your community, that people in your community will see and say, hey, this looks like somebody I want to do work with. They see before and afters. They see that you're providing value to the community that they live in. Because people for the most part, the people that you service, cutting hair, doing massage, facials, permanent makeup, whatever it is, they're going to be from your city that you have your business in. There will be people that even travel god awful, amounts of miles to get to you, but the majority of the people will be in that city, and if they go to that and they see, okay, so here's some before and afters or some testimonials, or both, and they do good work. Oh, and they're doing stuff for their community as well. They're part of the chamber. They're doing this, they're doing that. And other people are doing dancing TikTok reels on theirs. Like the person that actually has money in their pocket and can become a long-term client, they're gonna appreciate you, the chamber person that's promoting other businesses, providing value to the city that they live in, because they might even be part of the chamber or just a business owner or executive, et cetera, as well, because those are the kind of people that get the high level services, get the maintenance services, stay, pay, rebook, refer, and spend thousands over time instead of the deal hoppers, that just come one and done, So this is like, we're talking quality of leads, quality of clients, and ease of business. Like that, like doing this seems like a lot, but that's all of it basically, right? That's it. It's not a bunch of Facebook posts or Instagram, TikTok posts and ads and doing all this crazy stuff that doesn't really work. They're just going once a week to this meeting and once a month to that mixer, and then the red ribbon cutting that might happen here or there, and doing your own, and like that's it. Like how hard is that? It's not very hard at all, and it actually produces for you, right? So let me first we'll go over let me see why. So as you develop these relationships and you show that that you're giving, the people they want to give back, right? And they have a circle of influence. Okay, so the business owner, if you're a salon owner, then the wellness center owner, the gym, the law firm, the acupuncturist, whatever it is, they have clients and they have their own community. They are a center of influence who has a circle of influence that they can promote you to. So even if they don't use your services, there aren't many beauty pros, hairstylists, especially that join the chamber and are active part of it. Some might join, but they don't even go to one meeting, right? And very few at that, right? There's very like one or two in the city. But actually, as active members, there usually aren't any. And as far as gym, maybe wellness center, maybe, but not really. Um, Chiropractor, there's usually one or two, right? But um, if you're there, and you're constantly there and you've given and you have like all these things, all these pluses, then not only will the chamber itself refer you, but the people that are always going to those weekly meetings and monthly meetings and all these things that like love their city and have really developed, a lot of them have been there their whole life and they know everybody. And when somebody says, "Hey, do you know a hairstylist? I know you're part of, you do business and you're part of that club or chamber thing or whatever. Do you know a hairstylist?" And like, oh, the first person that pops in their head is going to be you. So you're able to utilize their circle of influence. There's actually ways to actually sort of like, go to people and, really, get the ball running with that. But just, just on its own, you'll be a recommended resource, right? Which is over here in the red. That's what you become. And then you could start when you get to this point, and you could come to these people and say, "Hey, let me offer like a little special, for your corporate, for your employees or whatever, or a first time thing for new employees or whatever at this corporation that might happen to be in your city, or for this gym when a new member joins, they get like a little special thing to go to a first time client special with all these different things that could happen that we'll go over in other videos, again, I have tons of content that I'm going to produce or in the process of producing, in addition to the hundreds of videos I've already done. So, but anyways, so that these are the main reasons why, though. Utilize their circle of influence, and become the recommended resource. And then, that's where the real referrals and actually building your business off of referrals comes from, right? It's training the people to know and letting them know that you are a viable person to refer to because you are consistent, persistent, dependable, etc. All right. So let me show you a couple pictures, and then we'll cut this thing. So this is actually me at My Fit Life in Fullerton. This is the location that I had, because I had a couple different locations in Fullerton, but this is the location I had that when I was awarded the Small Business of the Year. I mean, it took a little bit, like being a member there and all that kind of stuff, and and I wasn't just awarded it that first year or anything, but this is me get after I signed the lease, and then this is me when I got the business license in the city of Fullerton, because that was a pain in the ass there. Like no wellness or fitness, because I had a hybrid, like a hybrid fitness with wellness facility, so we did group training and stuff like that. And that was not allowed here. So I was able to get that business license, by the way, because of my relationships in the Chamber of Commerce. They had a backdoor meeting, and the no's and no's and no's of the planning department became a yes suddenly one day. Like, hey, we determined as a matter of fact that you deserve to have this, right? After me having a meeting the night before with these ladies, right? just miraculous things could happen, through the Chamber of Commerce, et cetera, that benefit you, right? It's strength. So after I got my business license, opened the business, and then had the red ribbon cutting. Here's the executive director of the chamber right there, right? And then tons of other business owners. She was the second in command at the chamber, and these are a bunch of business owners, of all different varieties and types. There's the client's daughter right here, and my girlfriend and some clients and other business owners, and there's everything from real estate to law people to professors at colleges to the Mary Kay lady. Everybody was at this thing, right? So, and that was during the day, and and we had a big time party at night. Let's see, I'm not sure. Yeah, those pictures aren't really here for the nighttime party, but yeah. So yeah, but you can see like there was already a lot of people there, and then it went into the night like 9-10 p.m. And this was DJ Ty right here, world-renowned DJ, and he used to be when I had my residency in Hollywood, he was a DJ there, so I had him come down, and he DJ'd all night, and we had a party inside the place, right? And then let me show you, as I just saw this. Here's the we'll call it. Oh yeah, this was inside actually too. This is all the businesses that came, all that kind of stuff to the chamber, and the little ribbon. It's really cool stuff. The art you saw back there was from an artist that did a bunch of work in my. It was a local artist that did a bunch of work in my studio and stuff like that. But this is me, winning the Small Business of the Year. It's a big deal. It was like $150 per plate event. That people had to pay $150 to attend, and 300 person max seating, and it got sold out. Right. There's small business, medium business, and large business, and I was the small business. And these are I was the mayor of Fullerton. There was this guy was representing one of the senators of California. There was just a bunch of dignitaries there, and I had to make a speech, like a real speech, and all kinds of stuff, and this was my little crew that we went with there. So that was a lot of fun. And you can only win that once, and it's not something that's a contest or anything. It's like you are awarded that through the chamber and get like crazy amounts of like these goodwill awards and everything, right? So here's an example of promoting someone else's stuff. Dream Big, Fund to Mom from Belly Sprout, which was like a little natural health place for mamas. Here's me at another this is a veterinarian, Pro Pet Fix. There's my silly butt back there. They're doing a red ribbon cutting, and this is like your normal red ribbon cutting where there are just a few people there. Most of them are the employees, and the executive director didn't even come because it wasn't even promoted really. The second in command was there, and this was it. They just had the red ribbon coming, and people didn't even really go inside. They just took off, and that's how most people do it. The way we did it, party, event, remarkable, and it makes you memorable and remarkable to them, right? So I hope that all makes sense. I know this has gone on for a little bit, but it's important to understand, like how powerful this stuff can be for you and how much impact it could have on your business. Like I said, it's not for everybody, but it is a viable way to market your business so you could build it, grow it, and scale it. Okay. So if you're wondering like what your Beauty Biz Marketing Score is, you could go to beautybizquiz.com and take the test to see how you measure up. Okay. So it's free, takes about 90 seconds to do, and you get your results instantly. Okay. So it's really cool how it's done. So again, to take your Marketing Makeover Test, go to beautybizquiz.com. Again, this is Al Morenton with Beauty Biz Makeover and Beauty Business in a Box. I hope you have a beautiful day. Peace.